Caution: this video may cause a rare condition known as petvetitis, often caused by watching videos of cute and fuzzy animals. This condition may trigger uncontrollable giggling, laughing, and smiling. Victims of this infliction have noted lingering symptoms such as a general warm feeling throughout one's body and an overall improvement of one's mood. You have been warned. Hello there, this is D, and welcome to our series 101 Anxiety Tips, presented by Easing Anxiety. These tips are from a wide variety of disciplines, so some may work for you, and some may not. Please visit our website to see all our videos, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can get notified when new videos are available. Thank you for watching, and now, let's take a look at today's tip. Most of us know that pets provide general health benefits. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, studies have shown that the bond between people and their pets can lower blood pressure, reduce cholesterol levels, decrease triglyceride levels, and ease feelings of loneliness. Those are some nice benefits. But what about anxiety specifically? Do animals help humans with their anxiety? Well, the answer appears to be yes. So let's take a look at 7 ways that animals help ease our anxiety. And even if you don't find any of these 7 relevant to you, the parade of animal pictures and videos I threw together for this video just might calm your nerves all by itself. I know it did mine. This is an obvious one, and thus I think a good one to start with. Anxiety can be isolating for so many of us. And more often than not, we find ourselves alone or with limited companionship. This is particularly true during a pandemic, when we are asked to stay at home and avoid other people. Or for people with social anxiety disorders, whose fears of leaving the home or being around other people can be crippling. But a pet can help alleviate much of that. We all crave unconditional love, and this is one of many areas where pets excel. Pets will never judge you. So what if you're anxious? She doesn't care. Feed her, love her, take her on a walk now and again, and she will stay by your side. Therapy dogs, cats, pigs, you name it, are perfect examples of this. Emotional support animals, or ESAs, are animals that provide companionship and emotional support for people diagnosed with a psychological disorder. These animals have been found quite effective for many conditions such as PTSD, ADHD, learning disabilities, depression, and chronic stress and anxiety. No, I'm not talking about socializing with animals here, but instead with other people. Being more social and learning to be more social are important steps in learning to manage our anxiety. The benefits of healthy social interactions with other people are essential to our long-term mental well-being, and animals can help us with that. Most pet owners have mentioned that their pet has helped them be more social. Pet owners, especially owners of pets that need to be walked, get outside more and meet more people. And they are often more relaxed when they are outside due to the comfort of their pet by their side. And pets also attract people to you. Dr. Elizabeth Freites, assistant professor of physical medicine and rehabilitation at Harvard Medical School, stated, "I didn't meet many people when I moved into my neighborhood, but that changed when we got Reese, our golden doodle. She opened the door to a new universe of people." According to a survey from the University of Western Australia, the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, and the Waltham Center for Pet Nutrition, being a pet owner was the third most common way that survey respondents said they met people in their neighborhoods. Pet owners were 60% more likely than not pet owners to get to know the people in their neighborhoods they hadn't known before. Pets break the ice. If you approach a pet owner, it's often much easier to start talking about their pet than it is to pull something out of thin air like the weather. Pets help our anxiety by helping us socialize. Enough said. Now, we all know that exercise benefits our overall health, including our anxiety. If you don't believe me, check out the second video in this series, 101 Anxiety Tips. It was dedicated to exercise and all its benefits to help us manage our anxiety. So, what does this have to do with animals? Well, I'm getting there. Just hang on. A 2017 study published in BMC Public Health identified that owning a dog indicated a large, potentially health-improving average effect of 22 minutes additional time spent walking and 2,760 additional steps per day. Now, prior studies have shown that moderate intensity walking is just as effective as running in lowering the risk of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, and yes, anxiety. Owning a dog can help remove some of the excuses we make for not exercising. Trust me, they can be quite insistent to get their daily walks. Now, we've talked mostly about dogs in this one, but what about other pets? Do they help us get exercise? Well, on that point, the evidence is mixed. If the pet doesn't need daily exercise themselves, then we may not benefit as much in this area. But as you can see here in this video, there are plenty of other benefits to consider. Being playful can be an amazing escape from the worries of the day. In an article by Caitlin Jill Anders on the Dodo website, which is dedicated to animal lovers, she said, "Yes, everything is stressful sometimes. Life is hard. Everything in the whole world makes you anxious. There are some moments, though, when you're taking your dog on a walk or your cat is going nuts over a piece of string. When you realize you aren't thinking about anything stressful or anxiety-provoking. Your mind is clear, and you're happy just making your pet happy. Those moments can be rare, but your pet is more than willing to help give them to you. You know, playing with a pet has so many anxiety-reducing benefits, including exercise, laughter, and just overall levity. Leaving our worries behind, even just for a few minutes, is a break we all need once in a while. Spending time in nature, just like exercise and socialization, has been shown time after time after time that it helps us lower our stress and eases our anxiety. When we are in nature, we get to slow down, forget about some of our worries, and just watch the world around us. And what is nature full of? Yes, nature is full of animals. Just stop, watch, listen, and observe the bluebirds in the trees, the hawk soaring overhead, the fish in the stream or the grubs hiding under a rock, or the ants building that next pyramid of Giza out of sand. The animals are everywhere when we just stop and look. Now, the calming effect we can get from watching an animal in nature may not be true for all animals. Say a charging tiger in the Indian jungle. It may induce a wee bit of anxiety in the average person. The same goes for a grizzly bear, a Komodo dragon, a timber wolf, an alligator, or, even a really pissed off weasel. Just trust me on that one. But putting those exceptions aside, go get outside. Find a trail, take a hike, have a seat on a park bench, and slow down a little bit while you observe the amazing wild creatures that surround you. They are there, trust me. You just have to look. And even when you can't get out in nature, you can still enjoy the peaceful nature of animals via video. Some of you are watching this video because you're curious to see if animals can help with your anxiety. Some because you already know your pet helps you, but you may want confirmation. And others are watching this just because you love animal videos. Pictures of animals, videos of animals. It's okay, you can admit it. I mean, come on. How can you not love this? Yeah, I thought so. YouTube is a great place to start, since that's probably where you're watching this video now. YouTube is full of stress-relieving and relaxing content of all types. As for me, I'm addicted to vlogs about RVing. Just one or two people traveling the open road across the country, meeting new people, hiking the countryside, relaxing by a roaring fire. Hang on a sec. Okay, I can move on now. Anyway, I also watch videos about travel and nature and a whole slew of relaxation content that litters the YouTube landscape. Slow train trips, walks in the woods, nature scenes with soft music or the waves lapping at the sand. These calm me, and I'm sure you have some that calm you too. But perhaps some of the most relaxing videos on YouTube, for me at least, are those of animals. I've been known to sit for almost an hour just watching a webcam of 3 squirrels, or some birds in a bird bath, or pandas playing with bamboo, or wild animals sleeping. There is something truly calming about watching animals. And if they are doing something funny, well, there's nothing wrong with that. Laughter is a wonderful stress reliever, so let the chuckles flow. But the point I am making here is that it's okay to be glued to a video now and then of, say, a sloth laying in a tree. If watching that video helps to ease some of the stress from your day. Now, this one may not be as common among owners of, say, porcupines, for what I hope would be obvious reasons. And it may not be that common with owners of many reptiles, although I know a few lizard owners which would disagree, and it appears they are correct. Usually, when we think of cuddly animals, the ones that come to mind are cats, dogs, rabbits, gerbils, ferrets, even hedgehogs. But even some of the less than obvious choices might surprise you and can also enjoy human contact, like rats, parrots, cockatoos. As I mentioned above, many lizards, like bearded dragons and geckos, and even snakes like ball pythons, corn snakes, and king snakes, enjoy being held and touched. Study after study has shown that humans need touch both for our physical and mental well-being. Now, most of the time that touch comes from other people, and that is essential for most of us, but also not always readily available. For some, the fear of being touched doesn't allow for that type of contact without serious distress. But it doesn't even have to be that extreme. For many of us, we just don't have the opportunities in our lives for all sorts of reasons to have physical connection to another person that we may crave. And that can leave us wanting for that connection. Pets may not be the perfect substitute, but they can sure help fill in the gap, at least in the short term. When I am really stressed, I will sometimes just lay on the floor and snuggle up to my dog Bear. And he lets me, well, for a little while. Then he gets up and moves to another location. He's pretty independent. But for that time, while we're just side by side and I'm petting him and he's usually snoring or something, it's very relaxing and eases a lot of the tension that I have in my body. Regardless of your pet or how you go about it, if it's a pet that likes to be held and you can hold safely or touch safely or pet safely, cuddling is a proven method for helping to ease the stress of the day. Before I close out, I do want to mention that pets may not be for everyone. And owning a pet comes with a certain level of responsibility. Some people don't like dogs or cats or birds or lizards, but regardless, no one should be forced to take an animal in who isn't interested and willing to commit to their care. That's why really busy people may not be the best pet owners if they don't have the time to take care of the animal. Or some in the elderly community who are not very mobile may not be able to take care of a pet appropriately, especially a dog who might need energetic walking. There are also sanitary risks that can come with pet ownership. Animals can carry parasites that may be transferred to humans. And they do require a certain amount of, cleaning up after. And one more thing, pet ownership can be expensive. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, the average pet owner spends about $500 a year on a pet, although some estimates from organizations put annual expenses as high as $1,600 a year. So, making sure that your budget allows for the care of your new family member is an important first step. But all that being said, for most people, the pros can easily outweigh the cons. Well, that closes out our anxiety tip for today. Let me know what you thought in the comments section, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel. And even more importantly, if you have a pet, give them some love today. Remember, it helps you even more than it does them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.